They are not see-through, so they're completely solid in color and cream. Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Cavy Central Guinea Pig Rescue. Hi everyone, I've got here with me a very special guinea pig called Jefferson. Now, as you'll see in some other videos, we're currently treating Jefferson for a very severe bumblefoot, which is on his front right paw. But I wanted to come to you in this video with a completely different topic, and one that isn't very common, but it will help you identify it so that you know what to do if it crops up, and also how to treat it. So to start with, what I have observed in the last few hours is that everyone has dived in and eaten all of their food within the various enclosures that we have here, but Jefferson. So that's the first indication that a guinea pig for some reason may not be feeling up to eating their normal food amount. As you can tell, he's a big boy, so Jefferson loves his food, but for some reason just now he has decided to stop. So whenever you see food accumulating, that should be a warning sign to investigate further. Now, if you're weighing your guinea pigs when they're really unwell, like Jefferson is with his foot, we can also tell by the weight that he has each day that it might start declining. However, in this instance, I've actually noticed right away, just by comparison between cages, because all of his food is still sitting there. So he's not really feeling like moving around to get his food. So what do we do when a guinea pig stops eating? The first thing you need to do is make an observation about their conscious level. Now, Jefferson is quite awake, he's alert, and in fact he's actually just had a whole load of critical care, so there's nothing wrong with his ability to eat or consume food. He simply hasn't wanted to move around to the food pile, and I'll come to the reason that's causing that in just a moment. But for now, when you're about to provide critical care feed to a guinea pig, you need to make sure that, of course, they are aware and awake, because if you go putting food in their mouth and they're not conscious of it, that's when they can breathe it in. We call that aspiration, and it goes into their lungs and is really dreadful. In fact, it's usually lethal. So we don't want that to happen. So if you're ever feeding a guinea pig, it does have to be alert enough so that when you put food in its mouth, it can sense it and gobble the food. So, okay, so Jefferson's alert and he's really well. I'm going to share with you what is the problem. And this is not really common at all. But as you can see, Jefferson's a really big, healthy boy. I'm just going to tip him up for a moment. Let's do this, Jefferson. Show everybody what's happening. Okay, so there's his front little paw up the front. It's bandaged up here and doing really, really well. But look down the bottom here. Look at his little boy bits. And you can see he's in trouble. So this is actually the cause. He's letting me know there's a real problem here. This is what we call boy glue, or it's essentially sperm that is it's really solidified and hard, and it is literally like glue. It's so hard, but where it's actually ended up is in the end of his boy bits. Look at that. Ouch. So poor Jefferson can't walk at the moment because, as you can see, his little doodah is now hanging out. So what do we do with this? Well, we have to get rid of it to make it more comfortable, because he certainly is not a happy boy right now. So we're going to put him in some warm water, just his little bottom. There we go. Come on, Jefferson. Here we go. We're just going to see if we can sit you there so everyone can see what's happening. So we're just going to soak that little area down there and see if we can get some moisture in and around that. He's really done a great job of that. Oh my goodness, if I'd have thought years ago I'd be making videos on this, never in a million years would I have thought this. However, some male guinea pigs will have this issue from time to time. Now, we've got other videos where, of course, it is stuck on their friend or their buddy, and people want to know how to get it off, because it really is like glue. It's so hard and so solid. The warm water isn't actually softening this hard content. What it's doing is creating a bit of moisture between the skin and that substance. more than likely we're just going to have to use a bit of oil in a moment to try and just move back the skin to free that area for him. So see if we can see. Oh look, it's actually coming out. There we go. It's actually happening. You might be able to see that in my hand right now. Look at the size of that. That, my friends, is a sperm rod. The end there, that vertical piece. I'm just going to let me get him out of the water first. Good boy. I'm sure that is more comfortable. Let's have a look first. Yes, completely out of there. So that's really good. Let's just help him feel a little bit better with that closed and back to normal. Holy dooly. I bet that was sore, Jefferson. And he's also got a little bit of impaction there happening down the end. So while we're here, we're going to really help you out a bit here, because you've obviously been just a bit stuck today, just sitting in the one place. That's not very good. Right, okay, so we've cleaned all that out. Okay, sorry. Let's get him out of that water and sit him on the towel. But I wanted to share with you a little bit more about this. So when we talk about a sperm rod, this is the hard line. It's like a little fine piece of hay that normally gets stuck in the boy bit, but this whole section at the end normally comes out, can land on another animal. That's the bit that can't often come off. Now, we had a question in our forum. Someone was they put an unusual poop image. I'll see if I can find it to include in this video, and loads of people were saying, oh, it's a sperm rod. Sperm rods are opaque. They are not see-through, so they're completely solid in color and cream. So if you do have something coming from the rear area along with the poops that might be bubbly in texture, that's a completely different issue. So just to give you an idea about why he was not moving around and feeling like eating his food, this is the problem. So what I have done for Jefferson right now, he's actually gobbled a whole load of critical care that's fairly soft that he just gobbled down, which will help with his hydration and a bit of food moving through, and we'll keep a very close eye on him. But at the same time, we've actually removed the problem that was really hurting him and why he wasn't bothered. He didn't want to move down below, and I don't blame him. Look how painful that would have been. Okay, so this is probably a really gross video. I'm so sorry in that sense, but I hope it is informative to you. And I do ask that if you are learning from these videos, that you subscribe to the channel and that you like the video and share it to someone who will find this helpful to them, because this is not a common issue. I would point out that guinea pigs that are put on certain medications as they age can have this problem, and they can really create some substantial looking creations, for want of a better word. So yeah, medications can also make this more likely for them to create this, so on a larger scale. So that's it from me. That's it from Cavy Central. I hope that you've learnt something, and I will be back again real soon. Take care for now. Bye everyone.